Hi, I'm Dr. Dave Williams, and today we're going to talk about the ins and outs of tattoos. Now, there are plenty of reasons why people want to get tattoos. Maybe it's something that they've wanted to do their entire lives. They see a piece of artwork they just got to have on them. Maybe they fall in love. That happens quite a bit, and they want to, share that tattoo with a special someone. Maybe it's just a long night out on the town that they just don't want to forget or sometimes can't even remember. There's a lot of reasons to get tattoos. But just as there's many reasons to get a tattoo, there's also plenty of reasons to remove them. Maybe you're looking for a new job and your prospective employer just isn't hip to tattoos. That piece of artwork just isn't working for you anymore. Or maybe your I do's have turned into an I don't. Those things happen, and so for those things you might want to look for a way to remove the tattoo. Each time a patient comes in to have their tattoo removed with the laser, they usually have plenty of questions. Is it going to be painful? Yeah, it's a little painful. But I always tell my patients that if you can handle getting the tattoo, there's really no reason why you can't handle the pain of removing the tattoo. The second thing we get asked all the time is, will it leave a scar? And the answer is no. If you have had a history of hypertrophic scars, a history of keloid scars, well then we'll have to take a closer look and keep an eye on it a little bit more. But if you don't know what those words mean, then you're going to be just fine. The next question we get asked quite a bit is, will it go completely away? And the answer is usually yes. Now, there's a few instances where there's going to be some ink left behind. Some ink is just harder to get rid of than other types of ink. But in those cases, the area where the tattoo was looks more like a bruise than it does a tattoo. Another thing we always get asked is how laser tattoo removal works. And I found a video by Destin Sandlin. He's got a YouTube channel called Smarter Every Day, and I would suggest you check it out. It's educational, it's fun, you're going to learn a lot of stuff. But he did a video on how laser tattoo removal works, and this is what he found.
All right, before we start zapping stuff, I want to know exactly what it is we're going to zap. I've got a little drop of tattoo ink here, and I'm going to put it on this slide and place it under my microscope in hopes that we can see those metals. When we zoom in, you can see these little bitty ink particles moving around, and then there's these much bigger chunks. We have to prick my finger and get some blood and put it in there with the ink. All right, here we go, and we put the microscope slide in, and it is more awesome than I thought it would be. So we've got blood cells interacting with ink. We've got these little bitty ink particles that are smaller than the blood cells, and we have the larger ink particles that are larger than the blood cells. That means the small ones can be drug away, but the larger ones can't. That's like so awesome. This laser will shine on one side of the particle and heat it up so fast. The faster you can heat up one side relative to the other, the more likely you can rip apart the ink. Once it's shattered, the white blood cells are going to come get those little broken particles of ink, take it to the lymph nodes, then dump it off to the liver, and then you're eventually going to poop out your tattoo.
Well, I told you science was fun. I'm glad we were able to answer some questions about laser tattoo removal for you today. So if you're ready for a consultation, just give us a call at 915-491-6346. We can't wait to see you here.